Concert Crew Podcast, we back again.
Yo.
Yeah.
Today, The Fall Off. The Fall Off is the seventh studio album released by J.Cole on February 6, 2026. So we're going to get into this double album from J.Cole that he just put out. That, it's been a lot of talk about this album. How did y'all feel when y'all heard that J. Cole was releasing this album the top of the year?
It's been advertised for a while, right?
Right, early January. He started saying it right at the beginning of the new year.
Anticipated.
Well, he been talking about it for a minute. He said it actually was coming out, though.
We've known the title of this album for about 2-3 years, right?
Right.
We've known the title for this for some time. So it was anticipated at one time, probably like, oh shit. But then after a while, once something don't drop, because we've had a couple of albums where, not necessarily from him, but of course, Dr. Dre's infamous never released album, him and Ice Cube's never released album. Right. We've got some examples of albums that just simply never come out, but and then all of a sudden, what happens is guys release albums, but that they're released, so it became this mythical album. When I found out that he was dropping it at the beginning of this year, it was like, okay, all right. I understood why. Timing is everything.
Yeah. Nah, I know.
What do you think, TR?
I know. For me, I was curious, definitely curious with all of the happenings considering the big three and all. I was just curious to see how he was going to respond to this, but not too surprised. Never doubted his ability at all, though.
I actually, I was actually thinking like this was great timing. It's the beginning of the year. It's really a quiet time. Nobody really drops at the beginning of the year. So it was like, I'm about to make this time mine. So it was a pleasant surprise for the beginning of the year. Like, okay, J. Cole dropping right off the bat. Like he don't really got. It's his time. So he could really dominate this period because nobody else is really coming out to go against him at this time. So for me, during the first quarter, it normally starts off slow. So I was like, okay, we getting the J. Cole album. I like it. Like,
start off with a bang.
I'm looking forward to it. So where would y'all say before this album, before the Fall Off drop, where would y'all say J. Cole was at in your mind, or just, where was his place? Where was he at in his career at the time?
I mean, interestingly enough, I think it depends on when you want to say what period, because prior to him pulling out of that situation, he was revered. We'd put J. Cole on a pedestal. J. Cole couldn't do no wrong. But if you asked me that question after him pulling out, he had kind of a stain on his name. And everybody has them, but he now had a stain on his name. And I think the biggest thing with Cole was that he didn't have that fight. He didn't have that fight on his resume. And I think every great lyricist, for the most part, everybody kind of has one of those. Everybody has that fight, that competition. He didn't have anyone that he could say he clashed with. So, two different periods, depending on when you ask me, and you get two different answers though. So, right. But like Harp said, no question about it. A revered MC, unquestionable talent. But it's just when you ask that question.
That too. I just think it's just a matter of a up and down part of just being in the game, honestly. I understand rap battles, I understand rap beef, but when talking about MC, it's just, it doesn't move me. You know what I mean? In the sense where like, oh, this person is falling off, or this person is less of, like, it doesn't move me that way for his skill and ability and what I go to receive for. So where he was at, he just, I guess, was where he was supposed to be. I don't know.
I think it was the first time he received criticism since like the beginning of his career, when he was first coming out, when they were saying they don't know if he can make commercial music and sell. And that was really the last time. Once he kind of got over that hump, he was like good. So this has been the first. So J. Cole was kind of like the people's champ to me. And this is the first time in a long time he got criticism. Because we know him as one of
heavy criticism.
Heavy criticism. Because this is the first time we know him as one of the top lyricists of the particular generation kind of after us. He was one of what they call the big three. Right. And so when they was they went to combat, you know.
Yeah.
He decided, you know, to bow out.
Yeah, that's a respected aspect of lyricism, you know.
Right.
Unfortunately, so the criticism that you talk about came from, you know, people that respected him for the lyricism and the competition. And when that criticism came, it was like, whoa. So that, to me, that was big. Because the people that criticized you were the very ones that respected you for, you know, that particular part of the art form, man. That competitive part, the jousting, the sparring part of it.
And he's such a student of the game. He knows this. Like, he knows the history of rap music and the top guys, and you know, whether it's a real beef or it's just lyrical. Like, he knows this. So it was interesting to me. I feel like when I heard this album was coming out, I was like, okay, he got to come with some dope music to reestablish himself. That's what I felt.
It's almost like it's funny because J.Cole almost presents the type of nigga, like, in his music, he's almost flinching at everybody. Every time, like, he walking around flinching at what? Man, what? You know what I mean? But you get the chance to, and it's like, you know what, man? I was just tripping. He literally, like, he walks around with a chip on his shoulder. You know what I mean, man? I bet you won't knock this off. But when somebody knocked it off, it was like, I was, man, y'all thought I was serious. Man, y'all tripping, man. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all tripping, man. And it was just weird to see that, man. I don't care what nobody says. That was just weird.
And also, not just, I agree, but also the platform he used it on. He used it at his festival to take that time to do that. It just was, I never seen nothing like that personally. Like
is it me, or did he not create damn near an entire album with this as kind of like the centerpiece of that, you know, for the launch of that mini album, you know what I mean? Might delete later. Like, everybody wanted to hear that because of the quote unquote response. So it's
and then he dropped the response. It was lukewarm. Then he took the response off the album.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
and then he apologized. It's interesting behavior. Behavior. So what about the rollout of this album? He dropped the Birthday Blizzard for his birthday, the Birthday Blizzard 26. He's rapping over Bad Boy beats.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I expressed my distaste with that rollout. On top of what we just discussed, I wasn't trying to hear that shit. You got a lot of venom and vitriol, and you release a mixtape style
DJ Clue.
Yeah. And it's swaggy and shit, and you rapping over, like, you know, instrumental beats, and you going hard.
Talking that talk.
You once again, you back to inviting beef. You welcoming beef. Nah, I don't want to hear none of that shit. And I was dead serious with that. I didn't listen to that shit. I didn't. I just didn't. I didn't want to hear none of that shit. Nigga, go back to rap, man. Rap. Just rap. Not none of that shit, but just rap, man. I don't want to hear that from you. I just don't.
He was barring it up on all Bad Boy classics. He was barring it up. He sounded hungry. I actually got a problem with ever since like 2014 Forest Hill Drive. I got a problem with a lot of his rollouts, because before the album drops, he puts out these hard singles, and then the songs don't even be on the album. Like, I hate that. Like, he'll drop this hard singles, he'll drop a video for it. You get all hyped up, anticipating the album, and then the songs don't even be on the album at all. Like, it's a whole different direction. That used to piss me off, man.
That's part of his brain.
Yeah, like, yo, what are you doing? You giving me what I want, and then it's not even. Yo, he did this like 3 albums in a row. I hate it. But at the Birthday Blizzard, I'm like, okay, he rapping. Like, you know, he going in. Then he was doing some stuff where he was like connecting with like the common folks. Like, he went back to Fayetteville in a Honda Civic and was selling selling the CDs. out of his car for $1. He was pulling up to listen.
He has always presented himself as the common man. I will say that theme has always been consistent. Him riding around on a bike and
New York.
You never see Cole blinged out or flashy. He's always presented himself as the common man, and you can respect that just from a purist standpoint. I do respect that. He's always been a common man. He's never been flashy, never been over the top. So it fits in line with his brand, you know.
Right. And then he also was pulling up at like fans' album listening parties, just randomly, just pulling up. So that's dope. He connecting with the fans and stuff. That's
and they had one in his home city, right?
Yeah, Fayetteville. Yeah. So that was dope. I feel like that's the connection. That was dope. So now you got the album title. When you hear the album title, The Fall Off, what do you think?
I think I thought it was more of a tongue-in-cheek kind of, you know, because he's always advertised that as his last album. Mm-hmm. So of course your mind naturally wanders in terms of saying The Fall Off, last album. It's gonna be theme heavy. That's what I always thought. So that was always the first thing that came to mind, is that it was gonna be creative.
Yeah, I think that The Fall Off is catchy. Just that alone is catchy. I think it's still it's kind of like still the basketball part of his journey, his life. He uses that, you know, sideline story, all those.
A lot of basketball now.
Yeah, it's still there, you know. So, but it's catchy though. It's catchy.
Yeah, if you ever follow J. Cole from the beginning, like in 2007, his first mixtape was The Come Up. Then in 2009, his next mixtape was The Warm Up, all basketball themes. Even in his first album was a sideline story. So he always had the basketball theme. So he actually wanted to continue the theme of his first two mixtapes. And he had The Come Up, he had The Warm Up, and now we're going to go with The Fall Off. And I agree, it is kind of tongue-in-cheek feel to keep on going with that theme, as The Fall Off is the conclusion of those in the beginning. As far as his artwork on this album, he said every photo used on the album, he was the primary photographer for. So the back cover was a picture of J. Cole's childhood bedroom. It had posters of rappers like 50 Cent, Tupac, Eminem, Biggie, DMX, Scarface, Mobb Deep, Wu-Tang Clan, and more. He also had like Juice, Paid in Full. So like, you know, just growing up a kid, a hip hop fan, like he was really bringing you into like, yo, I'm really came up with this, man. I'm really a student of this hip hop.
I respect the cultural aspect and his appreciation for the art form. You could tell he's a fan of hip hop, man. It comes through in his music.
Yeah. And I thought it was dope too. The mixer that was in the front cover, it was like his first.
Yeah. And he took that
mixer,
too.
Yeah, that was dope. That hit close to home.
Yeah, that was his first. That was like his little first experimenting with the music and stuff like that, man. So The Fall Off is the 7th studio album released by J. Cole on February 6, 2026 on Dreamville Interscope Records. The double album features production from J. Cole, T-Minus, Boy Wonder, The Alchemist, Beat Butcher, Fiends, and more. The Fall Off has guest appearances from Burna Boy, Erykah Badu, Future, Moray, Petey Pablo, PJ, and Tim's. J. Cole started recording The Fall Off in 2016. He said his 2016 single False Prophets and Everybody Dies and the 2019 single Middle Child were initially intended for The Fall Off. J. Cole has been teasing The Fall Off since his 2018 album KOD. The final track on there was titled 1985 Intro to The Fall Off. He released the EP titled Lewis Street in 2020 with 2 songs on there, Lion King on Ice and The Climb Back. He said those songs would appear on The Fall Off, but they did not. And The Climb Back ended up being on his album The Off Season. J. Cole said the album.
Basketball.
Yep, another one. Yep. So, J. Cole said the album evolved into a double album after getting incredibly re-inspired following the 2024 Drake-Kendrick feud. So he didn't participate, but it inspired him. J. Cole said in his own words, he said, for the past 10 years, this album has been crafted with one intention, a personal challenge to myself to create the best work. Due to on his last album, I was unable to do that. He said, I was unable to do, he said on his last album, he wanted to do what he didn't do on his first. He had no way of knowing how much time, focus, and energy it would eventually take to achieve this. But despite countless challenges along the way, I knew in my heart I would one day get to the finish line. I owed it first and foremost to myself, and secondly, I owed it to hip hop. The first part of this album, Disc 29, is J. Cole coming home to Fayetteville at 29 years old. He is still young and immature. In his words, he said, a decade after moving to New York, accomplishing what would have seemed impossible to most, I was at a crossroad with three loves of my life: my woman, my craft, and my city. The second part, Disc 39, is J. Cole returning to Fayetteville at the age of 39 years old, and he said the second gives insight into my mindset during a similar trip home, this time as a 39-year-old man, older and a little closer to peace. All right, so let's get into this album. All right, track number 1, we got 29 intro, produced by J. Cole. He samples The Carolina in My Mind by James Taylor. So it kicks it off.
Very Carolina, simple intro. It puts you in the passenger seat of where he's going with this thing.
Yep.
So it's fitting.
Yep.
I'm not mad at this intro to start it out. I get it. It goes with the theme. I'm not mad at it. It's not hip hop really, but I get it. It makes sense. It makes sense.
It makes sense.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, proper setup for the entire journey ahead.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So then we go into track number 2, 2-6, produced by T Minus, Omen, and Gilmore Jr. Eon Gilmore Jr.
This is a Fayetteville thing. 2-6 niggas. That's
2-6 niggas.
Yeah, this is a Fayetteville thing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of when I heard it, I was like, oh, okay. And this is only from, like I said, a lot of this I understand from some experiences in Fayetteville. I happen to be fortunate enough to have a homie that got stationed down in Fayetteville, which is a big Army station.
Okay.
And we spent a lot of time in Fayetteville. He was around when the beginning stages of J. Cole and that bomb shelter alliance sort of thing, which he speaks about on the album, and he has spoken about before. R.I.P. Carlos. For those that know, they'll know if you got those North Carolina Fayetteville ties. But 2-6, it's a Fayetteville thing, man. It's like it's a call that if you're from Fayetteville, you know what it means.
Yeah. 2-6 niggas, wow, bitch. 2-6 niggas,
Yeah.
wow, bitch. I thought when the beat dropped, it was gonna be harder to me, but it wasn't. And the beat, I wanted the beat to be harder. I liked that when he started with the chant.
Yeah.
I thought when the beat dropped, it was gonna be a little
I got
harder
you.
to me than it really was. But the raps is alright though.
I
I was about
understand
to
the
say he
essence
held
of
it
the
down
song.
on the bar side though. Like
Yeah.
that's where I know. What
I understand
you
the
mean.
essence
Yeah.
of the song and how you introed it in terms of his intention, his original return as a 29-year-old. Yeah, 2-6 niggas wild, bitch. You know what I mean?
Then they got the gunshots. Then
Yeah.
he started rapping.
Absolutely.
Right.
Track number 3, we got Safety, produced by J. Cole, Wu-Ten, Pleasant, Suki, and DZL. He samples Queen Latifah's song Unity on here.
It's one of them ones. This is like a classic Cole track, though, man.
I'm about to
It's
say,
got
yeah.
It's warm, earthy. It has a meaning. No, really. J. Cole is a hard, earthy rapper, though, man. You know what I mean?
hard, earthy
He's a hard, earthy
That's
rapper.
good.
Like, he's a
Okay.
motherfucker barring you to death in sweatpants and fucking, sweatpants and a straw joint in his mouth, man. Nah, real shit. Like, after his bars, he drink mouthwash and shit. I feel you, Cole. I feel you. You know what I mean? But this is a great song. You can tell it's a single.
Yeah, I like this song. It's like it's like people writing them messages, man. From Fayetteville, people they writing them, telling them about what's going
This is
on.
one love-ish.
Yeah, definitely one
This is
love.
one love-ish.
Definitely, and one verse is interesting. One verse, he reveals regret for cutting off one of his friends over their sexuality upon learning their sexuality, but they later died from AIDS. So he felt kind of bad, like they kind of turned their back on him. But now he passed away. Looking back, like damn, like
he rapping his ass
could
off.
have did that differently. Yeah, so very introspective. Very definitely got some One Love-ish type energy that go in there. But then showing love to Queen Latifah with the UNITY kind of backdrop in the back of there. So I like this joint.
I love that melody. I love the melody on here, man. It's a melody that I like, man. Outside of all the lyrics and everything else, it's a melody. Like Phil said, real earthy. You're cold. Nah, for real though, because it reminds me of what's the main Wet Dreams, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's I always think the best songs have themes to them. The best ones. Of course, we love bars. We love rapping about rapping, but sometimes the best songs have themes to them that a writer could really get lost in. And this is one of those ones where there's a theme to it. There's a topic, so he can be creative, and then you kind of get lost in the wordplay and the rapper. I know T Harp. I know if you could speak from experience as a writer, sometimes writing about something, the best bars come out as opposed to just rapping about rapping.
For sure, the freestyle. Yup. Totally.
All right. Next up, we got track number 4, Run a Train, featuring Future, produced by T-Minus, June Tetra, Gladdy Jr., and Mario Lucino. I'm
going to say this, man. Future is such a weapon, man, when used the right way. Future can turn a track out when used the right way, man, and not necessarily as the star, but sometimes he could be the star, and then sometimes he could just offer something, and because his voice is so powerful, and when used right, man, he is just different, man. This song is powerful.
His bars is tough on this song. His bars is real tough on this song, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, this
something about harder than Gordon Wimby in here. I'm like,
he goes crazy on this motherfucker, man.
Yeah, you got
Cole. Listen, man. I think that theme is gonna be consistent, man. Is that Cole goes crazy on this motherfucker? Can we all agree on that?
Oh yeah.
Cole goes crazy
from a rapping standpoint. He killing it.
Yeah,
like,
he's one of the more flawless rappers in terms of just delivery and clarity. Clarity and cadence. He scores high on all three of those.
I agree.
Absolutely.
And staying in that pocket, man. He knows how to stay in that pocket of the beat, and his clarity is a weapon.
I agree with you. Track number 5, we got Poor Thing, produced by J.Cole, T-Minus, Wu-10, Omen, and DZL. This song samples Set It Off by Bootsy Badass. It's interesting to me because we talked about the beef and him not participating, but he goes in on a local rapper on this song.
I'm pissed off at this song because this song is dope as shit, but it's wasted on some nigga we'll never hear. You don't know this nigga. You are flambaying this nigga. You are roasting. I mean, you grilling this nigga up, bro. You are hibachiing this nigga. We don't know this nigga. These bars was meant for somebody, not him. Fuck this song, man.
Damn, straight up.
Fuck this song, man. The beat is crazy on this motherfucker, man. Because what do you remember about you punk bitch? You can feel that shit.
Yeah.
You don't like this nigga, man. You annoyed as shit by this nigga, man. You want to fight this nigga. You want to fight him. You want a fair one with son.
Sound like somebody might have said the wrong thing to him.
Yeah, man. You didn't do that straw down. You want to rumble this nigga, man.
For y'all that don't know what he talking about, it was a local rapper, I guess, that was going from Fayetteville that was going at J. Cole, and J. Cole responded back in this song, and he went in on him.
They found this guy too. They found the original track on the internet. This dude is rapping, and he's going in on Cole. Of course, you can see why he didn't make it. But yeah, man, fuck this song, man. I mean, this is crazy, man. You nigga, get in the ring with this shit, man. Like nobody wanted to hear this wasted on Sean Williams? Come on, man. You don't know that nigga, man. Oh, God.
The Boozy part was the Boozy feature was a nice treat.
That shit was
though.
that was a nice
treat.
touch. Yeah,
that was a
yeah.
nice treat.
That shit was a nice touch.
I mean, I had to sit up without Kyle.
You put Boozy on the track to go to local rapper. That shit is hilarious.
He said,
man.
"Poor thing, young pups playing
might have-
war games. He wanted love, but now he only made more pain."
Wow.
So y'all playing war games, but y'all with that war, just come more people dying.
Boozy
Yeah.
said, that nigga Cole said, man, you more like me. You say you more like me than them niggas, punk bitch.
He was going in on my man. Like,
Nigga, that
Everybody
shit
had
was.
to Sesame Street, especially look, not
He
at
went into
home,
it- he went
not
into
my
like a-
hometown. You
he
know,
went into like a Wayne flow on
Yeah,
that
he said
one,
you
man,
want to
'cause Wayne is
talk.
famous for
He
that
said you
shit.
want to talk shit. You want to run your mouth. You want some gangsters in front of your motherfucking house? Like you're talking crazy. Like we'll set this bitch off. Like yo,
This nigga woke up one morning and was like, me? Yes. Fuck you giving them bars to that nigga for, man?
he
Fuck this
won.
song.
He won.
Shit.
He won. That poor thing hard, man.
That's a hard song, but my God, man, you used a fucking nuke to kill a fly. Like, bazoo as a fly swatter. Damn, bro.
Track number 6, we got Legacy featuring PJ, produced by J.Cole, T-Minus, and Hollywood JB.
Beautiful song.
It's a sing-songy like
Yeah,
hook.
beautiful song.
This song is about
It's a typical Cole song.
letting the girl get away, but he wasn't ready to commit, but he let her get away, he trying to get her back. So it's kind of like
Beautiful song, man. I expect this from Cole. This is
really,
Cole.
really, you expect
Yeah.
this from
I
Cole?
do too.
Yeah, this is Cole Pocket.
I'm about to say, I honestly, this is
It's
what I would
Cole
say
Pocket, yeah.
for the Cole fans. If they want
Yeah.
to get a temperature on this album, I'm using this song. I'm listening to this.
I kind of disagree with y'all. I feel like this is what he struggled with in his career.
No.
Trying to make these kind of
Hell
songs.
no.
I feel like this is a struggle.
Well,
Dreams?
because you know why.
Not Wet Dream. I don't consider this a Wet Dreams type song.
Well, I'm with you on that.
It's
I'm
all
with
in
you.
the
I'm with you,
same-
Harp. I
it's
feel
all
like
in the
this
same
is
It's all in the same room.
Yeah. This is Cole. Cole has
Hit
that
it in the
ability
morning.
to. Yeah,
All them-
This is,
I-
this
I
is
feel
like,
like this. I feel like this is the song like that he tried to make with who was it? Trey Songz in the beginning of his career.
nah,
and it
Shit, that was dope, too.
It
I thought
reminds
that
me
was
of
dope.
Crooked Smile. It gives,
I like Crooked
it
Smile.
gives- it
Crooked
gives
Smile
that.
wasn't really about females though.
But-
That was kind of like.
But
that was like some
it's a-
Tupac, keep your
nah.
head up type time.
these are.
Yeah, it's a melodic like.
Yeah, melodic. It's
That's
it's
what I'm
melodic.
saying.
He's
He in
good.
that
I thought he's
pocket on
good
this.
at that.
I'm telling people to, if you want to check his temperature, just listen to this
You
song.
think this is the go-to song?
Only because you're gonna you're gonna say, all right, he's saying this. All right, this is Cole. All right, I want, yeah. I'm
He seems like he
dive in.
enjoys making these kind of
Yeah.
songs, man.
I
He
really
enjoys
do. I
making
don't
these
think
songs.
like, yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Track number 7, we got Bunts Road Blues featuring Future and Tim's, produced by The Alchemist.
Another one, man. Future. when
Future.
when aimed in the right direction, man. Future is like a goddamn napalm, man. He's a nuclear weapon.
Future kind of redos Usher. Well, he don't kinda. He does redo Usher's "Nice and Slow" on here track, and then Tim's kind of like
I love Tim.
She has a lengthy part at the end of the song where
I
she
love Tim's, man.
kind of goes in.
I love
Yeah.
Tim's.
So I'm guessing Bounce Road Blues is a Bounce Road. I guess is a place in
it's a place
Fayetteville.
there.
I'm guessing.
It's a place there.
I was gonna say it feels real. To me, it felt real cultural.
It is. It
Black,
is.
like it's
very
felt,
cultural.
Felt like my Radio Raheem type.
Yeah.
It's very,
Big.
very cultural. Even in the song, earlier, he mentions a few relationships that he had in Fayetteville. There was a funeral, like I said, I mentioned before, of a close friend of one of my boys when he made his time down there. He ended up passing. It's extremely cultural, very, very cultural. It is a love letter to Fayetteville, or sort of like an appreciation for Fayetteville.
Okay. All right. Track number 8. Who the fuck is you? Produced by J.Cole, T-Minus, Vinyls, Fiends, Steve Boladu, and Scotty Coleman. And this type stuff I like right here.
She was dope.
He
I figured you would like.
yeah, this is my type stuff right here, man.
I figured you.
First of all, that drop a gym on him beat from my beat.
Yeah, that
was nasty.
It's tough already.
I tell you what though, I did the first time I heard it. I was almost in the car giddy, like when I heard it, because I was like, is this shit going to
This would have been a hard one to pop off to.
Listen, I thought it was going to go somewhere. Now, I'm not mad at where it went, but I thought it was going to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like it was like the car was revving up, and then it was just going to take off.
Yeah.
But it didn't. It took off, but it didn't take off where I thought it was. But it was dope.
If he would have engaged to this song, that would have been tough.
Yeah.
Because he was killing this song, man.
Yeah,
Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is you? But when he started giving the bar.
That's what it was.
Killing
Yeah,
it.
he's done.
I thought this was going to go somewhere.
To me,
yeah.
it's the closest thing for the streets off of this.
Yeah, this was tough. Now, this sample is actually the Whispers. Can't Help But Love, but Mobb Deep famously sampled it for Drop a Gem on him. And this was hard. He going in on this one. I actually seen The Game said that the game actually said that too.
Yeah,
the Game was reviewing the album, and he said this should have been the song that he responded to the Big Three with. Like this was
Okay.
it. He said when he heard it, like he was like, this was the one. I agree, man.
This one felt
this
like,
was tough.
Yeah.
Like I said, when I heard it, I was giddy. I was like, oh shit. I said, because I love Drop a Gem on him.
Yeah, Drop
so
a Gem
hearing
was
that
crazy.
automatic, you know how you got certain songs
Yeah,
where you
that's
hear
the
them
joint.
and it evokes something in you, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit, okay. Drop a gem on him. Who the fuck is you? Okay,
Yeah.
we great. Go.
Yeah.
And then it didn't go where I thought it was going to go
Yeah.
beat wise or bar wise. But the bars was tough.
The bars
it just didn't
was
go
tough.
where I
The
thought.
bars
Like
was tough.
I thought it was going. I thought we was going to have that. I thought he was going to name drop on this.
Yeah.
I did. I honestly did. But I'm not mad at it. I just thought it was going to go somewhere else. But this was dope.
And then the beat switches.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds Manny Freshest to me when the beat switches. The second part.
Okay.
I don't like his hard because it's kind of like two completely different songs.
It is.
You go from this hard joint, and then kind of you go from this bouncy song where when it switches over. Two different songs.
That
but
one feels southern. The second part of it feels
definitely
southern.
feels
Yeah.
southern. Definitely got that bounce to it. But the first part, straight hip hop, straight bars, tough. Track number 9, Drums and Bass, produced by June Tetra, Glitty Jr., and T Minus. This is about him going to the club in his hometown, running into people, showing him fake love. I like the piano on this song. Is
This was
dope to
smooth.
me. Then he runs into this girl at the nightclub, a female in the nightclub, like around the time at the end of the nightclub, he trying to talk to her, man. And it's a conceptual kind of song. It's a conceptual
Right.
kind of song.
I thought it was smooth. I liked it. I liked this song. It was dope to me.
Yeah,
of course, Cole delivers. Got a topic. You can,
Yep.
you can stay in that
part.
pocket.
And that's what I was gonna say. To piggyback. I haven't heard him in this flow in a while. It was refreshing to hear him get lost in his flow. That's what it is. A pocket. He was very intentional about the topic, and yeah.
All right.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, this was tough, and it kind of leads directly into the next song. So they're in the club. He's dealing with people in the club. He sees a female, meets the female. Then it leads. You're in the club. It's the Let Out, which is track number 10. The Let Out, produced by T Minus, Steve Bilodeau, and J.Cole. This is about leaving the club. He's leaving the club with the female now, but there's also threats of violence in the after the Let Out part.
This is one where it could be. This could be perceived as one that would be one of the weaker songs because you got to feel this one. You either like this one or you don't. It goes left a little bit.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's a song where it's like, okay, I get it. If it was going to be one, okay, we got this far. Then we got this. Okay, cool. I'm cool with it.
Yeah. This beat kind of remind me I like Carlos Santana or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Outkast. This feels like an Outkast song. This feels like one of those Outkast songs
the way it
where
starts, it's
this feels Aquemini.
He reminds me of this song reminds me of tapping into the country lane that's been going on. If I'm that's just my
And
opinion.
then it's kind of real sing-songy. We will survive the Let Out.
It's funny, and I'm not
Let Out.
Carl, you did
making
that's a terrible interpolation.
Look,
of
but
that
see,
song.
look.
Yeah, that's terrible. I don't want anybody listening to
He don't
that.
sound that much better than that.
I don't want anybody
He don't
listening
sound-
to that
he don't sound that
to
much
draw
better than
from
that.
Carl's rendition of that song. It's not that bad.
We
It's not
will
that bad. Carl sounds
survive the Let
terrible.
Out.
But-
We will
Yeah,
survive the
Carl-
Let. That's how he's saying it.
It's
Yeah,
fun though.
Carl-
He
It's
ain't
fun.
no
Carl-
vocalist neither.
I would love to see how they were in the studio when this is like to me. I think it diversifies the album on the country tip.
This
on the country lane, but it's just a fun song.
Yeah,
I
it
can
is.
see myself. This one of them songs you be like, why am
This
I
one you know
singing
you got
it?
control.
It's
This
like,
one,
why am I singing this?
this one you know you got control because this is nothing like anything. This is just.
But this is like a single though. They kind of pushing this one.
I'm telling you, don't be surprised if it starts.
I'm not, but it's crazy because like I know people that like this song already, I don't like it. But I actually know people that
I can
told
understand
me
both.
like they like this song.
I can understand
It don't
both.
really do nothing for me. Listening to the album conceptually, I see how it comes off the last song. It makes sense. But I don't. But the song isn't my favorite.
I get
though.
it.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I get it.
This is a dead spot for you.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Probably the most to this point. I wasn't big on Legacy. Y'all were. I wasn't big on Legacy, but this is definitely where on the first side it's like
I think we're good money though. Considering
overall
we good money. We good money.
So far, we
good money right now.
overall we good.
We good money.
Track number 11, we got Bombs in the Ville, Hit the Gas, produced by J.Cole, T-, Boy Wonder, Fierce, Cardi Lang, and Western Weiss. This the first part of the song is him like singing about going away from the Ville. He like going away from the Ville with a female. And it has the first part samples Ludacris's "What's Your Fantasy," and then the second part is better to me. He getting to the rapping on the second part of it. So what do y'all think about this joint?
This is a hit or miss. It's okay. It's not anything to me. Not nothing to write home about. I think to me, putting those two back to back is the first misstep of the album.
Yeah.
I think the different placement of this song might help it.
I can
Not
see
necessarily help this song, but help
see that.
the feel of the album. Because I think
I can see
this is kind of like, this gives you your first questionable skip sequence.
Yeah.
Where
Absolutely.
the
I agree.
previous song wasn't a super strong song, then you come behind it with another song similar to it. It's like, okay, I can
agree.
get out and pump my gas on.
I
this song.
agree. I agree with that assessment. I definitely didn't like. I wasn't big on this song neither, and I really didn't like it following the let out. It to me, come back with something harder after the let out because I didn't like the
agree.
let out.
I agree.
So when he come with
Bring it
this,
back.
it's like okay, it's 2 in a row for me. 2 in a row for sure for me. I do like when it switches to Hit the Gas. I like him rapping a little more because the
Yeah,
beginning
me
part
too.
he's kind of
Me
singing.
too. I
You're
like
not
that
like
part.
Cole rapping. That's always like a safety net. Once you start rapping, it's like, okay, you back.
Yeah. So, in that light, that's how they handle that. He like, all right, it's been a little too long. Now we gotta.
Get back to rapping.
Yeah,
I sung last song pretty much. I'm singing to start this song out.
You gotta allow him to get that creativity out.
Get
though.
them bars
I
up.
believe in letting the artists get their creativity out. Some in the form of rapping. Some in the form of singing. Some in the form, they try to be melodic because deep down every rapper kind of, wants to, croon some sort of singing,
and
a little bit of singing.
experiment, all
Yeah.
that, yeah.
That's part of the
I'm sorry.
process.
Actually, the second part is the one that does Ludacris. What's the Fantasy?
the
Not the
Fantasy?
first part. It's the second part. Track number 12, "Lonely at the Top," produced by XL and Wu 10.
We back.
Yep.
We back.
Yep. And
I got it.
He took us all the way back up.
Yeah, we back at it.
Yo,
back at
this beat actually reminds me of Barb's intro of Benny the Butcher on if you know anything about Benny the Butcher albums, he got Tana Talk 4, I believe, and it's the intro on there, and this beat reminds me of that beat. It's called Barb's intro. You heard the song before for sure, but this beat reminds me of that. Not necessarily its flow, but the beat. And then he going in. It's a slower song, but he going in.
Yeah, we back. We back on this one.
And he's
We back.
talking about like being at the top. Like first of all, you trying to get to the top so badly. Then when you get to the top, it's the pressures of staying at the top. But then when you get to the top, people that you love, they gotta fall off for you to get there. So it's an interesting perspective. Like, so damn, I love these dudes at the top, but now that I got here,
Creativity,
they
man.
gotta fall off.
That evolution, man.
And see, this is the thing. Not to go too far off the beaten path, but this is the kind of thing that pisses me off with like an Andre 3000. Because as a writer, man, there's so much you could write about.
It is. It's a lot.
For him to say, I don't know what to write about, that's the essence of being a writer, man. And like, that's what you were great at. Like, no, you haven't talked about everything. It's just how you prepare and package it and present it and how you, because the interesting part is we've seen there's even songs we've heard on here that have been done before, but it's just how you creatively write it.
Right.
You can do a theme that's already been done before, but you write it from because everybody's perspective isn't the same. Everybody's writing it is the same. So that just disappoints me when somebody like that says they don't know what to write. Like, you're literally an artist, man. That's like saying I don't know what to draw. Like, I don't get it, man. That's disappointing. But I digress, man.
You like this?
Yeah, I like it. The message is on point, man. Honestly, and not necessarily the actual sound of the song and all, but he giving Lauryn Hill vibes on this.
Yeah,
message.
it's a slower beat, but I like the beat though. But his delivery is slower. But what he's saying, I like it. Like he's like really breaking down the game.
It's heavy,
like
man.
the ups and downs of being a rapper and having success in the rap game. So I respect it. I think artists should really listen to what he's saying because he's really giving a point of view. Like, you want to be the best so bad, and then when you get there, it's like, now I got to struggle I'm knocking people off I love, but then I gotta continue to fight to be here at the top. That's dope.
He's been very prophetic in some of his lyrics too.
Yeah.
The most funny is the whole, what's the guy, Lil Pump?
Hell yeah.
That might have been the smoothest diss ever to predict like how you gonna fall off, and just wait for it, and to see it happen, man, was just like, wow, that's funny.
Right. Wow. All right. So now we got this. I don't even know if it's disc 2 anymore. It's not CDs anymore, but I don't know if you just call it. Well, I guess this is the 39. Disc 39, I guess he's calling it.
My disc player is a phone holder. I can't remember the last time I actually inserted a disc.
Yeah,
that
so we got
crazy.
track number 1, 39 intro, produced by T-Minus, Fiends, J.Cole, Steve Billadu, Vinyls, and Wu-10. This starts off. So this is the second intro to the second part. A lot of singing on here again.
They killed my boy for it, but hey, man,
I could have done without this, but then the beat switches and he starts rapping during the second part. He killing the rap
crazy.
again. He killing the rap again.
Nothing like a hard beat switch, man.
Yeah. I could just went straight to the rap, but he gotta get them melodies off.
Gotta get them off, man. Gotta get them off.
And that leads to track number 2, The Fall Off Is Inevitable, produced by DXL, Manish, Wu-10, and Abraham Haman. Yo, this is the first single that they released from the album. He had a video for this song. This is dope. This is great. This is great, actually. This is great.
I mean,
All right, so he got
here?
a video and a single for the album.
He
finally got one.
Yeah, well, he put a video out, so I'm guessing it's the single. It's the first song that we heard
And it made the album.
from the Fall Off that was officially on the album.
It's funny that you said it, because now that I think about it, the last video I remember was him and Miguel.
Yo, but look, peep this, right? I hear this song, and I think of Miguel.
Okay.
Really?
Okay.
No lie. I'm we'll go unfold, but the whole second half to me was like that R&B vibey, kick back, laid back, chilling.
Well, he's older.
Second part. After we did turn this on.
Remember, the first part was him at 29 coming back to Fayetteville.
Okay.
This is him at 39. This is him now going back to Fayetteville.
Yep.
So this is 10 years removed. He's mature. He's going back. Now, this song is dope. If y'all know, if y'all haven't heard Nas Rewind, check that out. But it's kind of in that same realm. He's rapping backwards. So it's starting off at his funeral. And then he's going backwards. So he's going from his funeral, then it's going to like him having kids. It's going to him at the rap game, to then him trying to get on. Him growing up.
Penmanship.
All the way to like him being born, all the way to him not even existing yet. Yeah. So it goes backwards. It's dope. Actually, I read the story of him. He was explaining the process on this. He just started writing some bars, and then he challenged himself to see if he can continue with the theme and the same and the same rhyme structure, and then the same like going backwards like theme. He challenged himself to see if he can continue to do it, and he did. It's dope, man.
Conceptually, it's a dope album.
Conceptual,
I'm trying to tell you, man.
And he
Themes.
gives off that philosophical drop
themes,
here
man.
too, man.
Themes bring the best out of the great writers, man, because it pushes their already incredible pen to another level, man. And then the backdrop, you know, it's good to see him still pushing himself this late with his pen.
Yeah, he pushed himself with the pen, and it's dope. Because not only is he rapping backwards, but he kept the same rhymes. Like if you listen to the song, it's the same structure, like the bars, the way he set it up.
So
the syllables. So he not only wanted to rap in reverse, but he wanted to do it in the same. Can I come up with words to continue in the same cadence? Yeah. So that was dope. So hearing him explain it was like, oh, it make you appreciate it even more. Really, really dope song. Really creative. I love it. I love it.
How's your pen, man? That needs to be discussed a lot more, man. When we discuss these albums, is what level of penmanship we dealing with here? You know, what level of creativity are we dealing with here? What level of bars are we dealing with? Is it elite? Is it good? Great? That needs to be appreciated a lot too, man.
I agree. All right, track number 3, we got The Villas featuring Erykah Badu, produced by J.Cole, T-, Omen, Wu-Ten, and DXL. He uses another classic Mobb Deep sample from their song The Realest, the song they got on Murder Music with Coogee Rap. This beat, I always love that beat. Then they got Erykah Badu on here. She's doing her thing on the hook. She's also singing parts of Outkast, Me and You on here, Elevators. He's killing it lyrically on here again.
This beat, man.
That beat is...
It just automatically hooks you.
This beat gets you. I love this beat.
It just automatically hooks you, man. I can't say much about this song. This is hard.
One of my favorites.
This beat's crazy. And he kind of singing on the hook, but then Erykah Badu comes and she's kind of singing the Elevators, Me and You part. But this beat, man. And he does the beat justice.
As you can tell what's going on with this album, man. The flow of this album is nice, man. I mean, it's a nice ride. It's a nice ride, and we talk about this a lot in terms of, you know, the sequence of sequencing of an album and just the totality on a ride that the whole album takes. Is it too top heavy? Is it too choppy in terms of the best songs and this is littered nicely, man, in terms of the flow and the sequencing, man. It makes the overall sound of the album more cohesive.
Yes.
Because there's a whole story here, but it don't come together unless it's sequenced right.
I agree with that. So I like this song. Again, I like this song. That goes to track number 4, Old Dog featuring Petey Pablo, produced by J. Cole and T-. This beat is a little different, but it's hard to me, though.
Yes.
It's hard. It's different, but hard. But he repping Carolina heavy on here. He got Petey Pablo, which is known for, you know, North Carolina. Yeah. So he's showing love to the people that came before him, which I think is dope. They putting on for North Carolina. But I ain't mad at this song. Like, again, I had to listen to this a couple times because the beat is a little different to me. But it's like hard, though. It's still hard, though. It's
not a traditional song that we would like, but it's dope once you listen to it a few times. You're like, yeah, this is dope. I can dig it because it blends with the song before it and after it very well. So it hides well. Some songs don't hide well in between.
And it makes sense for Petey Pablo. Like the way the beat is, it kind of makes sense for the whole thing.
Yep. This along with how he brought the Boozy.
Yeah, like that, right?
This, you know what I mean? And then I had something else about this song but no, the second verse. I caught this the first time I heard the second verse. I kind of really was like, yeah,
he's cooking right now. He's cooking.
Yeah.
All right, track number 5, we got Life Sentence, produced by T-, Sad, and Ibrahim Haman.
What's your thoughts on this one?
I'm not feeling this song, and it's not because it's a female song. You know, the song is about him finding a woman to spend the rest of his life with. I do not like the DMX, how it's going down on the hook. To me, this sounds a little forced. I don't think this was his strong.
So is this the first miss? Like legitimate miss and not one of those,
well,
I could dig it, or is it a mood song or a miss? What you think, T. Harp? Is it a mood song or a miss?
I'm gonna say mood, and I'm on the whole other end of the spectrum than where Carl is.
You love it? You love
I
it?
think this song is going to be around a while.
Okay.
I really do. Give it some time. How I look at it, man, is just being a student as well as, artist myself. It's like, I think part of the, the marketing, women are going to hear this stuff. When the women hear this, they like hip hop too. And just like you said, Phil, the journey of the album and making sure you got those things sprinkled in there. But this song is just still fire. I feel like it gives me an Afrobeat kind of feel to it too as well. I think Afrobeat is like peaking and still on the rise. I think, Cole got some parts on this album. I'm on the other side. This is one of my favorites.
In my point of view, I feel like this is him trying to make a few different songs for the ladies that we heard before already, and this is his attempt to try to make his version of that.
Hash.
Yeah, and I just
corned beef hash.
but I mean, that's what a lot of artists do.
No, yes, they do, and I just feel like, and then the DMX part is just like, I'm nah. Because so now you're doing How It's Going Down, so I'm thinking about How It's Going Down. How It's Going Down was a great song. I don't get that out of this. But, the ladies may love this song. I may be wrong. But but when
let it play. Let's let this one play out.
I think it's going.
When I heard How It's Going Down, I knew How It's Going Down was a hit song for the ladies. I knew it. This one, I don't personally get that. But, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, Jay. You think it's a hit record? A hit record and a good song is two different things. You think this is a hit
It's
record?
more than a good song, though. It's more than a good song.
Think it's a hit record, Phil? Come on.
If it's a hit, it's going to be because of certain hands that get it, and we everybody's reasons going to be different.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Good.
If this song is pushed, you think this could be a hit record?
If they put money behind this,
I don't believe so, but I want to know what y'all think.
I've been less right before. I wouldn't be shocked, T-Harp.
That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't be shocked, but I can honestly say that if grading this song, this feels like a mood song to me, where I might listen to it sometimes, I might not. Could it get on my nerves? Maybe, and that might be where I was going with. That might be one of the reasons why it might be a hit song. But hey, like I said, I've been less right before. Let's see. That's an interesting. Let's put that in the capsule and let's see.
All right, we're gonna see. Track number 6, we got "Only You" featuring Burna Boy, produced by Luca Matti, T- and DXL. Another song for the ladies.
I'm telling y'all, the second tape is like part. It's that whole. It's that
I can dig.
I'm looking for something different, but
I gotta be that guy. I gotta be you on a Tupac episode. I guess we're gonna do this.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? You gotta tell your truth.
I just don't do nothing for me. They don't do nothing for me.
They don't do that for you.
And I want to specify that it's not because these songs are for the ladies.
You just don't do.
I get it. I just don't like them.
Like this one.
Like I'm gonna disagree with you, T Harp, on something you said earlier. Like I feel like over his career, like he makes great introspective songs, but to me, the songs he like try to target women, I feel like he missed a lot. Now, like a Crooked Smile is like a Tupac "Keep Your Head Up" type song. That's a great song.
You're right.
But the song that he made, like targeting women, I don't think that's his strong point. I think he missed a lot.
That's not what I mean. I'm glad you said that. Not necessarily targeting them in the sense of like a romantic event. Just
right. But just for the tone of it. Just for like this song is for this song is for this song, and I get and trust me, I understand the theme of the album. I'm 39, I'm going back to the Ville mature, I'm ready to settle down and be a family. I respect all of that, trust me. But I just don't feel the song is the greatest.
This one, you feel like he's just checking a box.
For this one, I agree. I feel like
remember, Phil, we've been talking about double albums a lot lately. We're talking about double albums, so I feel like if I gotta do a double album, I gotta check all of these boxes because the people like Pac and Big before me, they check these boxes, so I gotta check these boxes too. And when you put these against those type albums that made songs for the ladies, I don't feel like this is.
That's fair.
This is near.
And the reason
That's
why
fair.
I say even like in quickly taking a step back is they sampled even some of Eve in there. That Eve is in there. That Love Is Blind, all that, and you
Love Is Blind is a great song.
Okay, and even looking at a generational thing though, Carl, the young people, some of them ain't heard what type of games is being played. How's it going down?
You right.
So they not. It's not even going.
They should
just
go
want to be like,
listen to it. They should
I
go
like
listen
this.
to it.
And then they go back like, oh, I like that too. So I'm even speaking from experience. There's been times like that where like you guys are even years ahead of me. So I hear something, it's like, oh, it originally came from here. Let me go check it out. Like it does that kind of thing too.
But what you saying that I love Who the Fuck Is This? Like if that's a Mobb Deep song, now I'm gonna go listen to Drop the Gym on them. This song was
Right,
tough, too.
yeah.
So okay, so just because it's not a song for the ladies, I respect you can do that.
Yeah, no, I'm speaking in terms of age though too.
Okay,
Like
okay.
some of them are not going to be aware of all the
Right.
stuff that came before. To them, they might not even know it was sampled. They're not even going to
It's-
cross
look,
their mind.
As much as I love music and I feel like I'm a student in the game, it's songs to this day where they like, oh, that sample such and such. Then I go
Yeah.
back and listen, like, oh, this
It
song
is
was,
there,
this
yeah.
song that came out in the '70s was hard. I ain't never heard this track. Like, so that still happens to me to this day.
Yeah.
So trust me, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But again,
The ladies, I get it. This song though, not
wasn't a great
like
song
sentence,
for me.
but yeah.
Wasn't a great song.
I can
for
dig.
me.
That's fair. That's fair.
Track number 7, we got Man Up Above, produced by T Minus, J. Cole, and Ibrahim Hamad. Now, I will say about this. When I first heard the Never Coulda Made It by Marvin Sapp sample, I'm like, but I like what he did with this sample.
Yeah.
I really like what he
I'm
did.
not mad at this
I
one.
like, because I'm immediately thinking like, okay, gospel mode. And not that nothing's
Right.
wrong with
I
that.
understand that, yeah.
But he didn't take it there.
a lot
But
different.
what he did with it was dope. Like I like what he did with
I'm
the
not
song.
mad at this song at all.
I like what he
think
did
this is
with
a
the
hit.
song.
Let me not say this is a hit. I like it. I
Right, I
like
know
it.
what you
I
mean.
think it's solid. I think it's a solid track, man. I'm
mean,
not mad at this song.
I ain't gonna say hit, but this is a good song. Like if they was
Yeah.
to put something behind this, I wouldn't be mad at it.
And it's a longer song too. I believe this is one of the longer ones. So that's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, I'm not mad at.
But the message is dope. Like he's saying, like, yo, man, it's not about all this stuff y'all talking about. It's not what it's about.
Right? Yeah. Yep.
Like I ain't trying to get killed.
Spot on.
Like,
Spot on.
Spot on.
Y'all care about labels and all that. It ain't about that. It's like getting your soul
Spot
right,
on,
man.
yeah.
Getting right
Spot on.
for the man above. Like I respect this song. This was a pleasant surprise to me. He talking about meaningful stuff in life, and I'm surprised. I'm also surprised that Marvin Sapp cleared this sample and let him cuss
Yeah.
on it. Like they don't normally do that. Sometimes they'll clear it and be
you're
like,
right.
you can't cuss on it. But
It still feels
Shit.
prosperous though, man. It does.
it does.
Residual.
But here's the thing. I feel the direction of it is still kind of hard, but it's still a great message behind it too. It's not like soft, like,
Right.
but it's a
Yeah.
great message. That's what I love about this song. Because you immediately think, okay, Never Could Have Made It. He gonna go a gospel route. It ain't really that, but
It
the
ain't that,
message
yeah.
is still somewhat the same.
It still
thing, though.
resonates in the way that did.
Yep.
Dope. I love that. I love that. This is one of my favorites on the second and third back listen. That was one of the ones I enjoyed. Track number 8, I Love Her Again, produced by J. Cole.
An overused concept in hip hop. But I'm never mad at an overused concept. I'm only mad at the failures of overused concepts. And of course, Cole did this justice. I liked the way he spun it. This has been done a lot of times.
Several times.
It's been done a
Several
lot.
people use this. But just for the record, for y'all that don't know, this started with Common on I Used to Love Her. Common had a song called I Used to Love Her where he compared hip hop to a woman.
You know how long it took me to figure that out at that time? I'm almost embarrassed to say, man. It took me a minute.
Well, I was young when it first came out, so you got it before me, I'm sure.
I mean, because I just thought it was a smooth ass song. But then
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
So the song is I Used to Love Her.
It's one of those things, man, where it opens your eyes to a different level of lyricism, and then you start to say, okay, well, I ain't gonna get tricked again. You know, I'll start listening to real shit. I'm being honest. It took me a second to be like, I was like, oh shit, that went over my head. So you know, to hear you know that concept still being used and just a different rappers take on that in a different, because I like the different time periods, because the way it's been done, I like to hear it from the different time periods, because to use a girl as a metaphor, I mean rap as a metaphor for a girl, you figure she's still getting older, you know what I mean, like and when Common wrote about her, she's in her prime, now she's in the twilight of, you know, what she does, but to Cole, she's brand new. You know what I mean? So that concept is overused, but it's ever growing and it always works. Shout out to Cole, he did it justice.
Yeah, shout out to Common for originating that. Right. And then he also not only used the "I Used to Love Her" theme, but he also used Common's song "The Light" for the hook. On this song as well, the song he had with Stevie Wonder sample, which was a big song with Jay Dilla. He uses the song "The Light" for the hook. But you know, Cole talking about leaving home and chasing hip hop in New York. Right. But then when he got to New York moved to Atlanta. So that was dope. Because like you said, a different time period, Phil. Yeah. So for him, it's a different time in hip hop. When Common wrote it, he was talking about how hip hop moved from the East Coast to the West Coast. Well, now when J.Cole was chasing it, it went down to Atlanta. And if everybody remember the 2000 period, that's exactly where it went.
Yeah, for sure. You know how quick I yell Jeezy.
Right. So but then J. Cole wanted to do his version of it, but it's like he wasn't feeling the Atlanta version of it as much. So I respect it, because that's the honesty of where he was at,
and the perspective of the response from hip hop to him. I thought that was dope.
Yeah. Right. Nah, that was dope, man. I'm again, this has been used a lot, but I liked it. I still thought it was dope. I still like what he did with it.
And I think a lot of different ways it's been used. Even Jim Jones used it. Yeah. In terms of, you know, Summer in Miami metaphor for the different different seasons of hip hop. This has been used a lot.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people use that for sure. Track number 9, What If, produced by Beat Butcher, T-Minus, T-Beast, and Wu-10. He's rapping from the perspective of Tupac and Biggie during their beef. They're both, thinking about what they did wrong in that beef, and ironically, they both apologize to each other for the things that they handled wrong during the beef.
He makes Big and Pac apologize to each other.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like this song.
I'll tell you why I do like it. I'm always a fan of creativity. I liked it from the perspective of how he rapped in their cadence, in their style. Mm-hmm. I think he did a good job of pulling that off.
I felt like this has been done a lot before too. Game did it. I can name a lot of people that rapped in Biggie and Pac's cadences, and then based off the fact that he made them apologize to each other, it just I ain't like it. Like,
it's a concept record though, so I always respect creativity,
because it kind of put them in his headspace.
Right,
like it's okay.
And it's ironic that him
did that.
There's nobody else that would. I
don't think that's a coincidence.
Yeah, he probably wrote this in that period. You know what I mean? Niggas is coming at his neck, and this is what he's trying to tell people. He's trying to get the message across. Like, listen, man, if these niggas would have apologized, maybe it wouldn't have went to that. Okay, Cole, I hear you. All right, man.
I kind of want to.
I got you.
I kind of would have preferred for him to just rap it, than to try to like.
No, I like what he did. I like the fact that he rapped in their cadences, because if it challenges the pen, because it also challenges the pen, but it also challenges, you know, your creativity and your delivery and things like that. Like, as a rapper, to me, that's talented. You know what I mean? Because just like a comedian doing an impression, and he doesn't have to worry about rhyming the words. Right. He's doing an impression and has to worry about sounding like them, not in voice, but in cadence and how they rap. So that's more impressive than anything.
Honestly, I feel like that was easy for him.
He made it sound easy. I think he made it sound
I feel
easy.
like he's that skilled that part was easy.
I think
to him.
he made it sound
This
easy.
like a core workout to me.
Yeah.
Honestly, this song is like a core workout. It's Cole. It's what he do. Like
He made it sound. He made it sound like that.
I don't feel like this was a tough thing for him to do, in my opinion.
I can't say it was easy, but I
mean, I'm
agree with
just
what Phil is saying,
talking about
too.
from
It
his.
still worked.
I'm just talking about from his lyrical ability, from what I heard
Right.
over his whole career. I don't think this was tough for him
I
to do,
got you.
because the way he raps for them,
From that.
it wasn't as technical as his, like he been rapping on
His
his
album,
album.
I got
He
you.
kind of slowed it down a little bit.
Yeah.
You can hear that. You can hear like the big and pop cadences, but he slowed it down. It wasn't like the detailed. Like when Biggie go in his element, Biggie could get really crazy with the bars. He kind of just gave like a scaled down version of both of them, so that you can hear that he's rapping in their tone. Track number 10 is "Quick Stop," produced by J.Cole, DXL, Omen, and Wu-Tang. This is a storytelling song about him stopping at a quick stop, pumping gas, and he met a fan. The fan is telling him how his music inspired him. J. Cole rapping with passion. He's almost kind of screaming at one point on this song.
Yeah.
Like his passion is so heavy. I like this song.
This is Cole, man. This is Cole. We
what I'm
appreciate
getting.
Cole for this.
That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, we appreciate Cole for this because we know Cole can rap, and we like to hear him rap at some point. We don't know. Sometimes the concept records are cool, but we want to hear Cole rapping about rapping, and that's when we think. That's when we love all of our lyricists to a degree. We love their creativity, but we also want to hear them rapping about rapping. So rap about rapping, and this is rapping about rapping for the most part.
All right. Track number 11, we got "In the Whole World Is the Veal," produced by AZ the Shake, Fiends, and Boogers the Beat.
This is the chorus where he spells out Kid Fayetteville, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. This was okay.
I like this. I like this.
This was okay.
I like the. I don't know what. I guess I don't know if it's a sample or I think it's a sample that they kind of distorting. I like it. This is kind of Born Sinner J. Cole to me.
Okay.
I can see that. That's fair.
That kind of sound.
That's fair.
Which I liked Born Sinner.
That's fair.
So
A lot of people like Born
I kind
Sinner
of get that
Cole.
feel.
A lot of people like Born Center Cole.
Yeah. It just gives me like
I like it.
I mean, that's what the
Some people may say this is a little too happy, but I liked it.
This was
not
okay.
to me. The entirety of it, I know it's about Fayetteville and all,
I ain't
but to
mad
me,
at
this is like the end. This is like a landmark to the album, for lack of a better term. So I feel like, and I'm curious now as to what culture really looks like in Fayetteville when you there and some of these records is played. That's what I get curious about. I do. Something like this
Going
where
to the-
everybody knows it's coming
Going
on.
to the
and-
Clarion. Going to the Clarion. You know what I mean? Coming off the Merc.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not mad at this song. Like
I enjoyed it.
I thought it's, and they got an Isley Brothers sample of the song
At the
"Love
end.
Put Me on the Corner," and I think
Okay.
I like how they did that. I like how they did that sample
I like
on
that
there.
part. I like the
think
fade
that,
out.
yeah, I think that sample was dope.
Shout
on
out to the
song.
NCO Club. Shout out to the NCO Club. Shout out to Fayetteville State, man. You know what I mean?
And track number 12, we got "Ocean Way," produced by J. Cole, David Lindenberg, and Ronald Gilmore and Wu-Tang. Another singing song kind of as the outro. You gotta get them
I gotta
melodies
remember
out.
this one.
Gotta get the melodies out. The last song. It's a singing, this song like a lot of melody.
I'm sorry, fellas. I gotta really zone in.
It just gives me kind of outro.
He definitely he hit notes on this joint.
He's singing,
He hit notes on
Cole's a
this
singer,
joint.
man.
that-
Drake ain't the only singer out there.
That thematic.
The singer is wild.
Dream Drizzy ain't the only singer out there. Y'all like to trash my boy for singing. He ain't the only singer out there.
Bro's a singer is wild.
Motherfucker is a
man.
singer, bro.
All right, and that's the fall off, man. The fall off is expected to sell between 260 to 300K in its first week. So this is going to be another strong debut in this climate.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, in this climate where they don't sell a lot of records, that's a big
That's
deal.
big? Okay,
260 to 300.
I don't even know what that means.
That's great. Dudes is doing 13,000 that we love.
Oh.
So it also shows that his fan base is still strong.
Hey man, you
That
got that
they're-
touring fan base.
they're going out
as
to
long as you got
buy-
your fan base, you good.
They're going out to buy this album.
You buying them out this trunk?
buying out the trunk for $1. I get $1 one for sure. I ain't come through with the dollar joint.
You can get $1 one just to hold on to the physical copy. I ain't paid shit for mine. You know what I mean? I ain't paid nothing. I just woke up and pushed play.
Facts.
That's the beauty of technology and what we dealing with now.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. We just reviewed the Fall Off double album. We're gonna give our headphone rating and why you gave it that rating. I feel you got something on your mind, man. Go ahead and let it out. Go ahead and let it out. Don't hold back.
I wanna. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it 4. I'm gonna give it 4 headphones. Very strong for a double album, and that's not easy. I'm gonna give it 4 headphones. There was enough substance in the album. I love creativity. I love substance. I love bars. And also this was nostalgic for me personally, like I said, because of
the Fayetteville connection.
Yeah, the Fayetteville ties. So that felt, it felt like I got it. I understood it for the most part. I know me and my boy was talking about it, man. He was hyped. It was crazy because he was like, yo, that shit, he was talking that talk, you know what I mean? And I thought that Cole's maturity showed through on this album. Like we said, it's a lot of singing on here, but I think the construction of the songs fit most of the singing songs. Bar wise, I mean, he's impeccable, man. Like what can you say? Bar wise, this dude is elite. So I'm gonna give it 4, Mike. 4 headphones. Absolutely. I'm gonna go 4 for a double album. That's great to me.
Well, that's interesting because based off the what we heard during this review, you gave it a 4. I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 headphones. It was good, but to me, it lacked the secret sauce to make it great. It needed a little more seasoning to me, just a little more seasoning sprinkled on top. The Fall Off would have been better to me as a single album, not a double album. A&R Barboni, I could have trimmed this real nice. Classic. I could have made a classic out of this one. But J. Cole is a great lyricist. Don't get that twisted. Lyrically, he is great. Like, he's one of the best of this time. And but that doesn't always equate to making great songs to me. He has some misses on here. I could have done without all of the singing he's sliding in the Drake lane a little bit on some of these records. That we used. Drake's been consistently like that, and now J. Cole does have he always had like the song with the hooks where he's kind of singing, but he kind of slid a little deeper into the singing lane on this, and I'm gonna say this, the way he constructed this album as a double album, I feel like it wasn't the best for a double album the way he constructed it because he didn't have any rap features on here. And I feel like a couple mix-ups, mixing it up a little bit with some other artists, that made sense, not just anybody. Right. I mean, JID's in his camp. Maybe throw JID on there. Nas, people that he loves that makes sense to the album. I would have loved to see that in there, like people that fit. Maybe 2 to 3, 4 to 5, I don't know. It's a double album. So, sprinkle a little bit of that in there. And then also, I wouldn't have mind if he gave up a little creative control to some other producers. Not just like the team of people that he always work with, but like other producers that got a great ear and he just kind of just went in on some of their stuff. I would have loved to personally see that. In order to be a great double album, I feel like you gotta tap into a lot of stuff, and it's tough. It's not an easy thing, man. But I feel like overall, this was a good album. It was good. It was solid. But for what J. Cole, I feel like he needed, a little disappointed. Even though it was good, a little disappointed. But I'm listening to it more and more, and I like it. I like it for sure. But because of where I hold J. Cole, I hold him to a high standard. I wanted, and I feel like he got the skill set. I wanted greatness. If you're saying this is your last album, I wanted him to knock it out the park. And I don't feel it was that, but it was good. 3.5 earphones.
I'm gonna go with 4. I'm going with 4 off top. Obviously, I mean, there's always room to make something better. I mean, I truly believe that. But just far as putting everything in the context of the last 18, 24 months, and even prior to that, it's still just giving me a 4. And just knowing that hip hop is a mental sport, man, and I just enjoy it. I do. I just enjoy it. And I'm always curious to see how time tells a lot of things, too, because I really do. I feel like sometimes we go back and we hear a song, it's like, oh, I like this.
Some songs
now I don't like
incredibly
it.
well.
It
Some
could
songs
go
just
back.
age
yeah,
well.
I mean, I'm really curious to see how this ages, but right now, right today, 4, man. I'm going 4 stars. It's cold.
All right. So what kind of impact you think the fall off is making in the game in 2026? Now that it's been out, we set with it for a while.
I think it's the bar right now. Mm-hmm. Right now it's the bar, and obviously, I mean, for obvious reasons, it's very early. It's the first entry, for the most part, the first big name album. So to me, it's the bar right now.
Yeah, and I mean, he's further solidified what it means to take the reins. I mean, I just, independent or not, like the way it's been shown and just some of the stuff that's happening with his fan base, and I think that's probably why I feel the way I feel about a lot of things now. And you have your fan base, and is some guy. I think sometimes some artists that's what their intention is. Yeah. It's like
just cater to that.
Yeah,
fan.
like I mean,
there's nothing wrong with that,
and allow whatever to grow from there to grow. Like so, but yeah.
I mean, what I've been seeing, on social media and online from his fan base, they're going crazy over this one. So I mean, they love it. So that is an important thing. I think the average hip hop fan is divided. I even seen the Pitchfork. They do album reviews, and their bar is a 10. And they gave it like a 5.3. I was like, wow. Like that.
I'm always curious as to, certain critics,
Yeah, that's tough. I was like, wow, 5.3,
that's almost saying it's trash.
Yeah.
You might as well just say it's trash.
Yeah, so and I've been seeing to be fair, I've been seeing mixed reviews from people.
But I'll say this, when looking at those sorts of things, you got to kind of look at the history, because some publications and some outlets just have a history of trashing things, because they live in that sensationalism.
Now I don't know. Maybe
I don't know.
Maybe he don't have a good relationship with them.
And
I don't know, because that was a little surprising to see that low of a rating. Just
who's rating it? You know what I mean? Like, are you rating it and you of the culture? You know what I mean? Like, do you have a foot in the culture? Or are you sitting on the outside looking from a window, trying to grade hip hop?
Yeah,
I'm just curious.
Curious. I think it has made an impact though, and like you said, I think J.Cole, he was the first big name to drop this year, and he put his name in the hat. Yeah. So now we're gonna see the people that come out afterwards. Are they gonna take it to another level? Like he said, here's my early bid for album of the year this year. It's a quality product. It's a good album. So he's saying, look, this is my album right here. What y'all gonna do early? So I got the rest of the year. Yeah. So what are these other people gonna do that's planning on dropping this year? But he set a early bar of like, okay, this is what we doing. This is what we doing. And he's one of the bigger names. So. And it's doing well from what I see. So he definitely made a mark. He definitely made a mark in these times. What about the sound of the fall off? What would you say about this sound?
Like I said earlier, it's very, very earthy, man. Down to earth.
Earthy.
No, it's very down to earth, man. It's not. It doesn't. It feels very. It feels very Fayetteville-ish, very North Carolina-ish. With it feels like it has worldly hip hop experiences, but fashioned out of the view of a dude from the north, the south, the northern part of the South, man. A guy that reveres lyricism in hip hop, but also has an appreciation for melodies. Yes. So I personally like it. I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it. That the sound it feels good. The sound feels good. It's not overly boom bap.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
It's really not a boom bap at all. I mean, for the most part,
It's
a couple of elements.
It's an evolved, hip hop sound. It's not a super boom bap sound, man. And this is not what this is. If this is what you're looking for, this ain't it.
Definitely not a boom bap album, but I wouldn't have minded if it got sprinkled in there a little more. Like I wouldn't have minded that. But I love 24 Forest Hill Drive. I don't think that's a boom bap album at all.
Right, no,
but I love that album. But he can get busy on that. Maybe that's why he gave us the mixtape in the beginning. But I'm before this album. But I wouldn't have been mad if he just sprinkled a little more in that.
Yeah.
A little bit, just two songs in there.
Those songs are more. Those songs are more like, let me just get this out. You know what I mean? Let me just get these songs out, these bars out.
Right.
This album's already done when that comes out. So these is just bars that he's just got to get out of his system. You know what I mean?
But I agree, Phil. I think this is like a love letter to Fayetteville. Yeah. I feel like 2014 Forest Hill Drive was talking about his love for his hometown, but I think this is an expansion of that. Into because a lot more time has passed. And he got to see more of the world and get more perspective of things going on.
This is a guy that no longer has anything to prove in his perspective. Mm-hmm. I mean, we can say that Cole's got a stain on his name and didn't do this and do that, but the real deal is that Cole's done enough where he has nothing to prove for all intent and purposes. To even be considered one of the big three in a period, that's huge.
Yeah.
If you consider one of the big three in your era, you've done something.
Right. I agree.
And he has nothing to prove, so you can make this kind of album where you don't have anything to prove, because Forest Hills Drive is in the vein of, man, I'm still trying to prove myself. I'm trying to prove that I'm an asset, I'm a commodity, I'm a business. I've already done that, and I got the freedom to do whatever I want.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And he didn't lose too much of direction with doing that, because that happens sometimes. That happens, I think. But as far as the sound goes, I want to say, when I say subtle, I mean as far as like it ain't boom bap on there, we don't got the trap, but it's subtle and it's effective, man. And just even stepping into like a producer I feel like he gave inspiration to producers and he gave DJs a lot of resources. I think, in my opinion.
And also, Phil, you said earlier that you got a little inside connection to the Fayetteville area, and I feel like if you from that area, this album has a whole different feel to you.
Right.
Like it means even more to you. So we're kind of like outsiders.
Right.
But if you got a connection there, like I feel like this is a whole different thing to you.
Like,
whole different experience.
when me and my boy was talking about, he lived down there for, a while. So his excitement, you could hear like the excitement in his voice when we were talking about it. Like his excitement was different than mine.
Right.
I was excited because, I know what he talking about. I know his was, it was, living it, understanding, traveling the roads and understanding what's there and what he's talking about. So it had a different feel to someone who's, lived there.
Mm. Yeah, and that's interesting, man, because when you live there, but that's why I love 24 Forest Hill Drive, because I felt like he brought me into his world. And I felt him like, okay, this is where he's from, and like he's taking us in on a journey to Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I was in that piece. This is for the people there. Like I'm the
This ain't for the outsider. This is for the residents.
This is for those that live there. So do you think this album erases criticism that he received from backing out of the beef down after hearing this?
No, because the criticism was never about his penmanship. It was never about his creativity. It was never about him being able to make an album. It was literally about the aspect that he seems to always invite, which was competition. The verbal jousting of the sport, the battling of the sport, and you bowed out of that. That was the criticism. The criticism was never about, was Jay a nasty artist, or was his bars crazy. It was about what you ran from, and he'll always wear that. But as far as being able to make an album, we never questioned that. Never.
Yeah.
So in your opinion, nothing can get over that?
No.
Nothing can get over that? Nothing can
He meant that. He mean that when he's
nothing. And honestly, I don't know how I even feel, because on one part of me wants to say, you got to slay the dragon. You got to slay a dragon. I don't care what the fuck the dragon is. Go find one. Go not that nigga you was rapping about on this album. You got to slay a real dragon. But then it's almost like, the opportunity is passed. And because it came organically. This wasn't even one where you had to go out and look for it. A nigga literally handed you a opportunity on a silver platter,
and it wasn't even no beef thing. It was just giving bars.
It was
just bars.
You could have kept that as competition, but for reasons we'll never know. Well, we can speculate and we can think, but you could have very well turned that into a verbal session. It didn't have to be personal.
Right.
I don't care who pulled you to the side, as the rumors say, or who told you to duck out. Nigga, it could have been perceived as, I want to go. You can't tell me not to go, nigga. Right. I don't care what you and him got going on. You involve me, nigga. I got caught in the crossfire. So I'm perceiving your diss as just a verbal sparring match. Right. Y'all could be personal all you want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you ran from that. You bowed out of that. And that unfortunately is something, I can't forgive, Not saying that I don't like you as an artist, but that's a stain on your record, man. And people got stains on their records for different things. That's a stain on your record because you've invited competition for so long. You wore that badge like, nigga, I'm the rawest. Who won it? Who won it? You didn't really want it.
Now, I agree with you. I mostly agree with you, but I felt like if he came with just one of them, just a classic stamped album, I felt like he would have redeemed himself. Even though I feel like I agree with you. I feel like that was disappointing in that moment. Like it was disappointing. For J. Cole, that was disappointment. Even the song he ended up coming out with was disappointing, but then to then back out afterwards, that was very disappointing to me.
See, the way I saw that song was just, okay, because you gave me fuck the big three, it's just me, all right, I'll give you a warning shot. Because that's how this thing goes for the most part. Right. So I didn't look at the song as a failure. I looked at the song like, okay, jab for jab kind of thing. Right. Let's see what you got. But when you walked it back, it was like, oh shit, you just pulled. Oh wow, you are scared. You don't want that. That's how I looked at it. I didn't really care about as long as you answered, I was fine. I was happy that he answered so quickly.
Right.
That showed me, oh, you want it. Okay, let's go. But then you walked it back and was like, oh, you really you're not about that life? Oh, damn.
What do you think about that? What do you think about that, T.R.? For you, does this album erase, the criticism? If you even criticize them at all in the first place.
No, I mean,
from a lyricist,
I can understand the criticism because I can understand competition. I'm not against competition. Now, his reasoning for it, I always sit in the seat of, I don't know what is discussed behind the scenes. I don't know what's going on in the background. You know what I mean? On that level, however, I mean, I understand competition. So knowing me, I'm okay with competition. So I'm okay with that. And like I said, I don't know the reasoning. I don't, you know what I mean? So yeah, but opinion, I would have enjoyed to see that.
This could have been the greatest album of the last 20 years, and I would have still felt like,
damn,
that's still there. I can understand that. I understand
because
that.
Two things could be true at the same time. I could still feel that way and still feel like this is a fucking incredible album.
Yeah.
I still feel like this is one hell of an album.
Yeah.
But I also feel that, hey man, you got some unfinished business here. I'm sorry. You got some unfinished. Because here's the thing is this, like, okay, this culture is built on competition, bro. No matter who you are, no matter what it is, it's built on competition. And when you invite that so much, now, if you just a rapper who don't bother nobody, that's not Cole. Cole proudly wears "I'm the best" on his sleeve.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm the best. If you are a peaceful rapper that don't bother nobody and you just rapping, you on some fucking roses and petals, I can dig it. But don't walk in the building with your chest out, talking about you throw the gauntlet down everywhere you go. You throwing the gauntlet down everywhere you go. And unfortunately, a nigga stepped up that you didn't think where it was actually coming from. I don't know if that played a part in it. I don't know, but you didn't. You defended yourself. Didn't thought better about it. Just the whole thing, man. And it's okay, man. You're not perfect. You're a human being. I get it. There's a lesson that could be learned from that. Unfortunately, man, that happened. We can't ignore that didn't happen.
That's a competitive hip hop side of us just loving the sport of
Yeah,
rapping
absolutely.
and the back and forth that wanted to see him because we know how nice of an MC he is. But also on top of that, remember when he went on like his 2-3 year run of getting on all the younger dudes songs,
smoked everything.
Little Durk, Little Yachty. Remember he's getting on all their singles and he was just killing it.
He was
and he was talking heavy on them songs.
Heavy.
On all them songs.
Heavy. That was you. That was you, Cole. Like nobody wrote that for you. That was you. That was you basically saying, nigga, who won it? Man, I'm right here. Let's do it. It was like you was craving for that battle from somebody. You wanted that verbal back and forth. And you really didn't want it. So, you got to wear that, man. You got to wear that. So, you humble enough to wear that. It is what it is. If the fall off is your swan song, then congratulations, man. I'm not saying I don't like it. I love the album. I think it's a hell of an album. But that's a separate conversation. Two things can be true at the same time. That doesn't take away from the project in no way, shape, or form. Like I said, that could have been the greatest project. We still would be able to have that conversation because that was never the question.
Right.
You know what I mean?
All right. Who we consider the big three of this particular generation? They have all now released double albums. How do you compare? Drake released Scorpion. Kendrick released Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper, and J.Cole now released the Fall Off. How would you rate these double albums against each other?
My knee-jerk reaction is the Fall Off is the best one. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers is some hot dog water.
you know, TR like that, Jay.
Man, that's some hot dog water. Now mind you, I'm never going to shit totally on a socially conscious album, an album with those sorts of themes. Right. But musically, that shit was hot dog water. I'm sorry. And Scorpion was just mad. It had some extremely high highs on it. I did like it, but with Drake, it was. I think a lot of that album. I find that the same stigma with that album was with Mobb Deep after Jay-Z dissed him. I think he was scrambling on that album and kind of lost focus after that Pusha T shit. Because there's some hammers on that album. I personally like Scorpion, but I don't think it's great as a double album. This is probably the best one.
I agree. I think this is the best overall double album of those three. But I will say this. I actually think Drake raps the best. On the rapping part of Scorpion, I think his raps are the best. Like song
I'm surprised you would say that.
Yeah, rap songs, I think his rap songs are the best. Now, creatively, I think Kendrick has the best creative song. Now, I don't like the double album as a whole, but he has some real creative songs on there. The song about like him in a relationship, the song about like his aunt, uncle, or whatever. Like he got a song about fathers. He got some great creative songs, like just showing his creativity off. But this is the best double album of those ones. Like a whole body of work, the most cohesive of them. I ain't gonna say like any of them are like I'm in love with them or I'm gonna hold the flag for them, but this is the best of the three. Now this double album thing is tough, man. Like we've been having a lot of people missing over the years, and an example I would give is Jay-Z's Blueprint 2. Right. The Blueprint 2, if it was one disc, it would have been classic, but he wanted to put all these songs on there extra. Now, and I think the song. It wasn't that the songs were bad.
Right.
It just they weren't needed. He was just trying to put everything he had on there.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I just don't think there's a need for a double album. I think it's just too. You spread yourself too thin.
I'm kind of with you on that
because because you may have some great songs on there, but the great songs get diluted by just filler.
So you saying you don't think people can make double albums because you think there's no way they can get away from having these fillers on there?
There are successful double albums, but they're so few and far between.
Yeah, it's
honestly,
very
man,
few and far between.
that I just don't think it's a smart move because I think what happens is you rob yourself of some true greatness.
Yeah.
Because even with Big's double album, right, which I consider the bar for double albums.
Absolutely.
right.
Could you imagine if that's one album?
But I feel like he got such great songs that we would miss them. You can't put all of them on one CD.
Yeah, you can trim the fat off of that album and make it one album.
If you trim that, then it's going to be super classic. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
But that's a lot of songs.
Oh, but
though.
I see what both of y'all saying.
What are you going? I mean, no, I get you. And as big of a big fan as I am, it's some songs that I could take off and be cool without. But it's still a nice amount of great songs on there.
Think about Tupac's double album.
That
is a super album if you trim that fat.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, and then you got some bad double albums where it's just enough songs on there where you can get a great 12-song album.
Yeah, I would.
I agree. I mean, Blueprint 2 would have been a great double album. I mean, would have been a great single album. It would have been great. He has the records on there and everything. I'm not going to put this album in comparison to that because I think that album had better songs on there overall, like great songs. But in the same vein, like I could trim this album and it would have been great.
I'm going 20 songs, man. 10 songs per album. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go 20 songs. When you start getting into 30 and 34,
that's
and
too
35,
much. That's too much.
Bro,
that's tough.
Man, that's
man.
I mean, you taking more shots. You gonna miss more shots.
You're gonna probably miss. But you gotta really be in a zone where you nailing everything, like to do something like that. That's just tough.
Less is more, though, man.
Absolutely, especially in these times.
Ain't no way around.
But those rappers that came in the past, Pop, Biggie, they put such a bar. Everybody feels like I have to do that.
And a lot of I'm with Phil on this. I'm starting to think there's really no need for them, and that's no knock to the choice to do it.
Especially in this
opinion.
attention span time.
That's what I'm speaking to.
That's another thing.
Then you got so much visual to it now.
Right.
It's so much visual to this.
And then an artist like Drake. I mean, I'm sorry, not like Drake. Like J. Cole, he don't want to have no features. Like, so you're getting no switch up in his voice. And then when he does those songs that kind of sound the same, it just like it carries on a little longer. Like and he don't really invite guests on there like that. So you're not getting no mix up, no change up in the thing. So it's tough.
You got more opportunity, man, for terrible sequencing on double albums. And that's the worst thing in the world you could have is bad sequencing on a double album because now you got the lulls are lulls, man. You really only want like a short lull. Yeah. You don't want no long 3 or 4 song lull because then it's like, damn, this shit is boring. It just, I don't know, man. It's just too many pitfalls with double albums. I applaud everyone for trying it, but it's tough. It's tough.
It's tough.
I'm sorry, it's tough.
All right, where do you have this album ranked at in J. Cole's discography?
Oh,
2.
2?
I don't have to think.
What you got?
Forest
20.
Hill.
You got 20 Hill, Forest Hill Drive.
Forest Hill Drive. This I think and KOD. Man. Born Sinner. No, not KOD. Then for my eyes only, and then.
Hold on. So go back over that again, because what's the
one? I'm going with, and this is like just really grabbing them. Going with the Forest Hill Drive 1. Fall Off. I'm going with 2. Okay. 3. I like KOD. For My Eyes Only, and then Born Sinner.
All right, I'm gonna go 3. I like 2014 Forest Hill Drive number 1. I like Born Sinner number 2, and I like the Fall Off number 3. And I'm gonna say this, like I've been a J. Cole fan since I heard his first mixtape early. It's actually people that I put on to J. Cole. Like, oh, you need to check out this dude, J. Cole. I heard the Come Up mixtape literally by coincidence, looking on hip hop websites. I seen an interview with him. I checked his mixtape out. I started following him. I remember when the warm up came out. I remember going to the barbershop like, yo, this J. Cole dude is dope. So I actually, there's people that'll be like, yo, man, you put me on to J. Cole. So I've been really there from the beginning. After 20 Forest Hill Drive, I honestly didn't like the direction that his album was going into. It wasn't really the best for me. He was rapping his ass off, but beat-wise, he was like on this young beat type thing, and I wasn't a fan of that. So KOD, For Your Eyes Only, even the off season to an extent, like they weren't my favorite. They wasn't my favorite albums for him, and I've been following his journey, so that just wasn't my favorite. In the Sideline Story, I felt like he was just trying to figure it out still. The first album, he was just still trying to figure it out. So that's why I'm gonna say this is the third, because I think 2014 Forest Hill Drive, he nailed it. Born Center, it was like he getting there. He was going in the right direction, and this is a nice little balance of all of that. And the other ones, I kind of wasn't really feeling like that. Okay. Like as an albums, I wasn't. They was alright, but like musically, I wasn't completely feeling them all the way.
I'm gonna go with Forest Hills Drive, of course, as number one. I'm just partial to KOD. I just. Because that one kind of dropped out of nowhere. I remember.
It did.
And I was like, "Oh shit, this is pleasant." That's
how I was. I remember. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I liked it, man. And then I'll go to Fall Off, then Born Center. I don't think there's a J. Cole album that I'm just like.
None of them are whack.
Yeah,
none of them are whack.
I don't want to. I don't want to. He
don't have a whack album.
Right.
Yeah, I think that would be my hierarchy. That would be my hierarchy. This one is comfortably at number 3. It could slide up. It could very well slide up, and I could see it sliding up because this has a lot of replay value.
Yes, that part.
So I mean, I'm gonna get in the car and it's gonna pop on when I get in the car. So it's gonna grow on me even more. The rate at which it's growing on me, I do like it. Which that's how I know that right now I feel comfortable at saying it's 4 headphones. So this could very well. Have a good shelf life. This could grow to the point where it could age extremely well for me.
And I could get the 4 too. One thing I do like about this album is listen to it more. I like it more. I like albums like that. When I sit with it more, I like it more. I always like that. Not when I sit with it more, I don't like it.
I know when I like an album, when I'm going through the album, and I know I can get all the way through it, and I don't know none of the titles because I'm listening to the album. And with this one, it took me around the 3rd listen to start to differentiate the titles of the song because it did have a good flow. I mean, we talk about the one, the little hiccup area in there, but for the most part, I didn't get to understanding like the names of the songs until you start saying, "Oh, this is the hiccup area. What's the name of that song?" Okay, boom. And then you start to get familiar with the choruses and everything. But it flowed, so well that it didn't have any. I didn't skip it at all for a couple of listens. So yeah.
All right, so J. Cole said he said he's going to do some production. He's going to produce, and when he's inspired, he'll record. But this is going to be his last studio album. Do you think he's going to He's going to stick with that?
No.
Me either. I don't.
No.
I don't.
No chance.
I don't. I don't think
that dude's too talented, man.
It's hard, man. It's hard to restrain yourself. Like it's hard.
Think about it. When was this album conceived? The thought of it?
He said it.
10
years, 2016.
Okay. Yeah. So you did this. It took you 10 years to do this.
Right.
If you telling everybody this your last album, you don't have any time constraints. You can literally you're doing beats. You constantly
you're
producing
going to be around it.
Oh, let me tuck this one.
Yeah.
Oh, let me talk. Before long, that's how an album is done.
Yeah.
I don't think it's no way this is going to be his last album. I think you could see a 5-year hiatus maybe where he throws little songs out, he gives verses to different artists and stuff like that. But I feel like he still got hip hop in him too much.
You're still
by
him saying he's producing, that lets me know that this is not his last album because you're still around music. Now I could believe somebody like Jay because I really don't think Jay give a fuck about the music no more. Jay ain't around the music. Jay is around.
He's in the office.
Cash register. Music is the last thing he's around. You know, he's not in
he's in the
he's
office,
not in the
like-
studio in the element. You know what I mean?
He in a business suite.
Yeah, he's not in the element anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Nas is in the element. He
Right.
puts himself in the element.
Right.
Cole is still going to be in the element.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just don't think so. But if it is, then you know we got a good legacy from him. 7 albums is pretty good.
But
7
yeah,
albums pretty
so
good.
if Fall Off is indeed, just say it is, and we don't think it is, but just say this is like his last album. How do you think this album ended his career if this is it?
This is a good way to go out.
It is.
I think it's a good way to go out.
It is. It's a way to.
I think it's a
sign
good
off.
way to go out. Yeah.
It's a way to sign.
This is a quality album, and it rounds out your collection to the point where you bookended it and it ends off with you ended it with a slam dunk. So I appreciate it.
I'm gonna say the concept is very close. It's like closure with the concept. But I felt like he left a little on the table. Like me personally, I feel like he left a little on the table. So when I think of examples of closing out, but then people coming back, I'm gonna give an example like Jay-Z the Black Album. Like Jay-Z the Black Album was supposed to be Jay-Z's last album at the time. To me, he nailed the closure.
he
Like
could've.
even from the last song, he threw the headphones down. It was like, this is it. Even though I knew it wasn't it, but it was the Black Album. It felt like I did it all. Like
Right.
the songs was like, I'm that dude. I don't got nothing else to prove, which he did it. If that was his last album, he would have been straight.
Right.
Because he did everything. That was like, I'm that guy. I'm done. Throw the mic down.
Yeah.
I don't get that. I get
Nah.
this is dope. This is a dope album. I don't get like
I understand.
Cold World. I
feel
gave
you.
everything to the game. Ha! Throw the headphones down. I'm done.
I feel you.
I don't got.
That's why I don't think it's his last. That's part of my.
That's why I don't think it's
I
his
just
last.
don't think it's his
'Cause
last.
I don't feel like I got.
You
that
think he
from this.
finally got this off his shoulders?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I
the
got
perfect
this
way
off.
to put it for me. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He got this.
I wouldn't be
done.
mad if this is his last
got
album.
the-
No,
yeah,
I just,
either
I
way.
wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Creatively, I
Either
feel
way.
I feel like this has been brewing, and I felt like it was almost pressure because he been hyping this. So I was like, I gotta deliver on this fall off. I've been telling everybody, I'm gonna get this fall off. So now it's been so long. Let me make it a double album now because these people think I'm lying now.
I'm just happy he actually delivered it. Because
Delivered
like I
on
said,
it.
we've
He did.
gotten so many albums that have been promised that we didn't get.
Oh, a lot.
I mean, shit, Nas and Premier took how many years to get? I mean, so we at least got it. So I'm just happy when they delivered a motherfucker. So okay, we got it and it's good. So I'm good with that.
I ain't mad at this album. This is-
We got it and it's good. Thank you, Cole. Appreciate it. It's good.
Yeah, he delivered.
It's a good album. It's
Quality,
album.
it's a good double album.
It's a good quality
It's a
album.
good double album.
And double albums are hard.
Yeah,
so
it's
this
a
is
good
this is
double
good.
album, so I give
This
him
is
credit
good.
for that.
All right, if you was to predict anything from J. Cole coming in the future, what would you say? Coming off this fall off album.
This is outside of him returning as an MC.
I mean,
Because I just feel like Cole. Okay, I think the cat's out the bag now. We all know direct to consumer is here now. He's already who he is, like we said, like Phil said. He's nothing to prove. So it's going to be a lot more experimentation, I think, as far as just his creativity. Period. Like he's going to be producing.
Does he do a singing Kanye album? Does he
He
do an
might.
808 on Heartbreak?
He might.
Wouldn't shock
I mean,
me.
you got
Wouldn't shock me.
You got Dreamville. I think he wants to give some more time to some of them. and
Hey,
other artists.
speaking of Dreamville, I respect the artists that said when they got out of their deal with the record label, like he made sure all of them got paid. He didn't
Still
have
good.
to, but they was like he made
alright.
sure all of them got paid,
Yeah.
like all of his artists. Like so that was dope.
And I think that's what he's going to do. I think he's just going to be that he's going to lend a hand to those
Transition.
deserving, and you know what I mean. His role going to
Using his influence
Yeah,
to move
he
some
will.
shit
Yeah,
down. Move some shit down there.
I mean, he behind the scenes played integral parts for different artists that were dope. I think JID's dope. On
sure.
Dreamville. I
Yep.
think Earth Gang from Atlanta is dope. They kind of like a Newark type Outcast. So it's
Yeah.
doper artists that he had. I don't know if they all still under him,
Right.
But even though they haven't really got big platforms yet, like he's been trying to be hands on and try to get them out there. So I think he's going to do more of that with different artists.
Natural progression, hitting more, less rapping. I don't know if he's done rapping, but it'll be less rapping and more behind the scenes pushing more influence in that area, trying to
Absolutely.
give back to that area. That's just what I think.
Yeah, and even if he's just inspiring people, like with the music, different artists, I ain't mad at that neither, man. But overall, the Fall Off, we okay with that? It's a good album, right?
Absolutely.
Good
Absolutely.
double album, right?
Good one. Yep.
All right, well y'all check out the Fall Off. Check it out. Let us know what you think. You may disagree. You may think it's the greatest thing ever, classic.
Yeah.
You may think it's terrible, man. Let us know, man. The Fall Off, man. J.Cole's new album in stores. Well, I don't know. You say in stores now, and I guess
It's out.
It's on.
It's out there.
It's an
somewhere.
online store, but it's in the store.
It's online store. You can get it out of his Honda Civic if you catch him in the streets, man. It's there. But his 7th studio album, The Fall Off. Go check that out, J. Cole. Salute to J. Cole, Dreamville, everybody down with his movement. We Concert Crew Podcast. Make sure to go follow us at Concert Crew Podcast. Make sure to go download, subscribe. We on our digital platforms. Make sure you go to our YouTube page, man. Continue subscribe. Continue to run those views up. We appreciate all the love from y'all, man. We appreciate all the love. As always, man, long live our brother Taz, man. He was a J. Cole fan for sure, so he'd have probably rocked out with this. He loved KOD, so I know he would have probably rocked out with this album, man. But man, salute to J. Cole, The Fall Off, Concert Crew Podcast. We here. We ain't going nowhere. Yo, Pito, hit us with the fader. We out.